Hey there, Loner Gamer Alex here. Welcome to my game room. If you're watching on YouTube, please note that this is a personal recording of my gaming activities. It contains footage of me looking to be entertained, not trying to entertain those who are looking in. These uploads are for my personal pleasure, yet if they serve any purpose to you, then I'm all for it. AFKs are edited out of the recording. Thank you for watching. Alright, let's see if we can finish this game. Oops. That's not supposed to be there. Just Dance 2025. Okay, where's the manual? I'll put it down here. Okay, so when we left last time, I was trying to decide where to put the impact token. I think I want to put it here. Might as well actually continue down this path. That increases my coordination by 1, so that I can start earning points going that way. I still have two rounds left, so like I said earlier, I don't think I'm gonna win this. All right, let's see. Okay, Google, turn on the atmosphere.
Okay, turning on the atmosphere.
All right, let's see. We can still take actions. I think I said I wanted to dive, right? Like I wanted to dive, and I wanted to do more sonar. I wanted to do one more sonar. Oh no! I actually want to because we were working on this panel here. I wanted to do one more research actually, because we do have the research point, and we have our ecologist activated. So I'm going to go ahead and pay that, because the great thing about doing this is we get additional activation disk, and we also get influence, I think is what that is, right? Reputation. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we also gain 1. Oh, we gain +1 on inspiration. So +1 on inspiration. We use 1 research point, and then we get these additional bonuses. The link Nights into Dream style links. So we have 1 on reputation. So now we get we can recruit level 3 specialists in the next round, and then we also get 1 more activation token. Okay, so now we can even do more. We don't have enough research to complete to do that one over there, so I think what we're going to do now is sonar. And we can reveal this one, so we can oh no, it's 2 and 3. We can't really I don't think if we can move this actually. Well, maybe if we do did I actually get I don't remember. I must have, right? The I may not have done it, but it's okay. I mean, I already made a couple of errors early in the game. We're just going to try and finish it. Because I'm not sure if I even moved my track here with the jellyfish bloom. I might have not. Because then I would have gotten this would have been moved here, but I'm not going to do it now, and I can actually go back and look at my footage, but let's just try and finish this game because I already made some errors, an error at the very beginning of the game. So this is, for me playing it. Let's just try and finish it just to get a feel, and then we'll do another game as soon as one is done. So because I don't think I even did the cold water reef +2 inspiration, I might not have. I think I did for cold water reef, but I don't think I did with jellyfish bloom. But like I said, I'm not exactly sure at this point. Okay, so we're trying to decide 2 and 3. You know what? Let's go ahead and just do a sonar over there. Yeah. So that's going to, and then we have one more, and then I think we're going to dive with this last one. So we get 2 and 3. So I can't reveal this one here. I can only reveal depth 3. So I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 from depth 3, which is the mesopelagic zone. Oh, a vortex. That looks pretty cool. So vortex and thermal vents. Okay, they both actually give you pretty cool. They both give you the same amount of bonus. What is that called? It's not technology. They're called ingenuity here. So they both give +2 ingenuity. It's just a matter of which one I want. This one has journals. Looks like, and then a diving site. And then this one has sonar and a special thing. Oh, and then you can also reveal it without the top portion being revealed. That's what it seems like it says here. I don't know what that is. There's something interesting here. Oh, I think when you do a sonar here, you can reveal this level 3 without the top column even being available. I mean, that's the graphics actually for this is very self-explanatory. So which one? Let's go with the vortexes because it has that really weird special sonar effect there. And then I'm gonna place this here. Okay. And then, let's not forget. See, I forgot, I think, the last 2 times. But we're not going to forget this time. As soon as we make that decision, we have to go ahead and start giving ourselves the discovery bonus. In this case, 2 ingenuity. So now I get a 3rd sub. And it's going to be at the starting area. I get 1 more activation token. And I can also go into depth 4. So that's pretty exciting. And I can also move 4 tiles. So because of that, I think maybe we should, my pilot is, I can't pilot it. But I can activate a sonar here. Because they say that once you activated a specialist, at least this is my understanding. Like I mentioned so many times past couple of sessions, the manual is just not thorough enough. There's not even like a frequently asked questions section. They just assume that when you get this game that you're just gonna understand everything. I think I have made mention in the past that the best manuals for board games that I've ever seen amongst like all these different developers, they come from most of them are actually from Fantasy Flight Games. They have the best manuals for their games, and they're easy to understand. and they're very thorough. It seemingly anything that you can think of, they have them addressed in the question and answer section, and then they have a glossary page. That's how you do it. This one, okay, I'm not gonna complain too much because I've already done that the past 2 sessions. I'm just gonna do my best to play this, using my understanding of the game. And I tried watching. I watched another video earlier before I started this session, but I just watched like a quick video of how people explain like the different steps, and it's basically the same understanding that I have, but they didn't address like the things that I was really looking for. But I know there are places where I can probably find answers, but I just haven't had the time to do that. I just wish the way that I approach my games, like with board gaming, and I know I'm a little bit more solitary compared to like a lot of other people, but like when I play games, for example, you know how people like to let's say a video game that has a lot of lore, something like that, and especially when you're streaming, you always encounter this situation where people trying to explain everything to you, like you're trying to figure out the lore of a game, for example, by yourself, for yourself, and then people come in and say, oh, do you know about this, and let me explain everything, let me explain what this is all about. And usually when they do that, the understanding didn't come from themselves. It's because they say, oh, I read from this one website that this is what this is about. Or I think a good game, and that's why I don't look for those things, because I like to come to conclusions on my own. So an example would be like a Dark Souls game. I like to make interpretation for myself, based on what the game has given me. This is if the game is only willing to give me this much information, so I'm going to base my conclusion based on that much information. And then maybe that's limited because I haven't been able to find certain things in the game, and that's fine. Part of the fun for me of playing games is making my own discoveries. And if a game is not smart enough to be able to give you everything, maybe it's intentional. I mean, a game like Dark Souls, for example, the Dark Souls series, everything's intentional. Like the things that you don't know about, it's intentionally like that. It's intentionally vague, to create that mystique. And if a game is not good enough or smart enough to know how to deliver something that they want the players to understand, then the problem becomes the game itself. But personally for me, I find it satisfying if I'm able to decode it. If I can't decode it based on what the game has given me, then I'm okay with that relationship being, that becomes the limit of the relationship or the connection between me and the game. So that's why, like, if you've been watching like the past couple of sessions for this game, I don't go out there and try, even though I try to look for a couple of videos because I'm trying to understand some of these mechanics, but sometimes I don't like rush to get some of these things like resolved, because for me, this is all you're giving me, right? This manual, and I'm supposed to get the understanding from from the resources given by this game, and so I'm just gonna go by that. I mean, why is it that I have to do all this extra work for something that you're supposed to be communicating to me properly via the resources that you have given me in this game? Kind of a situation. But anyway, that's all right. We still have 2 more things to do here, because I remember reading where you can activate abilities. It doesn't matter where, not just in one location. So for example, because the sonar, as long as you have a ship where the sonar, where the action takes place, you can take that action, because it says that the action doesn't have to take place only on one tile, or something like that. I remember seeing that. I was reading that earlier. Yeah, some specialists display, and then there's some specialists display multiple action symbol. Okay, I think this is it. So I'm gonna read this part just to make sure that I think we can get back to what I was talking about. The disk you place in a specialist simply permits you to take its action. Some action types will then require you to use additional disk to actually carry out the action. Some specialists display multiple action symbols with a slash, so you can choose. Some specialists display multiple action symbol without the slash between them. You may perform any or all the actions in any order you choose. Performing multiple actions from one specialist still counts as one turn. The actions may be performed in different zones. So that's giving me the impression that, say, if your ship is here and then you're doing a sonar here, and then you move the ship to a different location, for that turn, that specialist is still active for that turn. So then you can do the sonar action at a different location. I mean, that's my understanding of it, since there's no frequently asked or question and answer section for this manual. I'm going to go with that understanding for now, because then I think I came to that conclusion because I was looking at some of these objectives, and I was like, it's not possible to get this many within 7 rounds or 6 rounds if you're playing with other people. It's just not possible for you to get that many. So, and then because if you're playing as co-op or solo, you have to be able to get at least 3 goals to win the game, and that's the lowest difficulty. Oh no, 4 goals, and that's the lowest difficulty. And there's no way you can hit those numbers without doing this. So I mean, that's the only reason why I came up with that conclusion, because I don't think you can. If you activate a sonar operator, you give that operator the activation token, and then that person can only do one action, which is that one sonar action for that round. It's I guess it's kind of, well, no, because it wants 8. See, it wants 8. If it's just, unless you get multiple sonar operators. But like I said, then how do you balance that out? How do you balance that out? Because then you have to get multiple sonar operators, and then for you to get 2, that's already two rounds that you've committed to getting sonar operators. Let me just think about this for a sec. Because like the research portion also, they want you to be able, conservation, like 6 conservation. And that requires like a conservation per round. And the way that this first mission starts, there's no conservation action anywhere available, and you can only move 1 tile, so, and within that range there's none available. So how are you going to get the 6 plus conservation goal? How are you even going to be able to do that? So that's why I think if you have to pay for the specialist and then you have to pay for the action, as long as you have the action disc, you can keep paying the action, and they can do it multiple times across different places. But if you have to pay, if you pay for that specialist and there's no additional fee, that's when that specialist can only do that action once. So like the diver, you can't pay it once and they can keep diving and grabbing everything from that dive site. That's my understanding. All right. I already said that before, so it's a little repetitive, but just going through, the things that I'm thinking about right now and while playing this and working with the manual. Okay, so we still have 2 more. We can't really move because we don't have any captains, or we don't have anyone who can perform that action. So I'm going to dive. And we're going to go ahead, so we can pick a location, any location that has a submarine or has a vehicle for us to dive. So we're going to go ahead and dive here since we did a lot of things over there. Might as well just dive there too, right? So I'm going to pay for the reef diver. I think we paid earlier, yeah, to get the vortex. And I paid, where did I pay that? Where I got this vortex, but I don't remember. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Okay. So we're gonna dive here. So let's see what we get. Three research points, or I don't know what this icon is. There's a new icon that I've never encountered before. Yeah, this one. Let me see. Get closer to the camera here. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Rainbow box. Let me see what that is. So you can choose either or. The rainbow box is advance your lowest attribute marker one step. That would be here. And that wouldn't do me any good. So I think I'm going to take the research. So 1, 2, 3. So my research now is at 6. And that would win me the leftover research goal, actually. So if I keep it there. So we might actually not do any more research. Okay, I can still take one more action. I can get 4 returned back to me. I can wait until the next turn because or I can reveal more on the map. Since we have this here now, we have a vehicle up here. I think we're going to use the sonar action. And then I think the reason why that is where you have to pay for it, because you actually lose the activation icon when you do that. So, and I did just activate the sonar operator during this round. So, but she can, this sonar operator can do this multiple times as long as I can pay for the action. So I'm going to go ahead and do that so we can reveal this last one. I can't reveal this second one here because there's nothing at the top of the column. So I'm going to choose 2 from the surface tiles. And looks like we have a kelp forest or a dying reef. So kelp forest. I think we should do and then a dying reef. Now the cool thing about the dying reef, if I take the dying reef, I get another activation token, which means that I can use it now. I think I'm going to choose the dying reef then. Okay, and then we don't have any more surface zone because all 5 at the top here for this mission, they all have been revealed. Now, before we place it down, I think we should make it a habit before we place it down. We're going to take the bonus, the discovery bonus, in this case 1 for reputation, and then we get an activation token. So now I can do one more action if I want to. I can do more sonar. Let me see if I can. I think we're maxed out on sonar because we can only do it here. Oh, there's one more. Let's do it. Now we can reveal the one down here. Yeah, because it says so I'm gonna go ahead and use that because we have a vehicle here. So we're gonna take 2 from the second level because it says 1 and 2, and you always grab 2 and choose 1. So we have whale calving ground. I guess this is where the whales take their calves. So a lot of research and some journals there. We didn't do any journal stuff yet. And then there's the shipwreck. Now let me see. If I do this one, I get to move. I'm pretty close to getting more, impact token here. So maybe I should select the whale calving ground because then I get more. What do they call that? Coordination. I can level up my coordination, and I also get to level up my reputation. I only have 2 rounds left too in the game. But then I also get 1 research if I do. Yeah, let's take the Calving ground. So that's going to be here. I'm going to put this back, and then we don't have any more second level as well because it's all revealed. And then yeah, before we place it down, remember we're going to make it a habit to take the bonuses. So +1 on navigation, coordination, and +1 on reputation, and then I get 1 research point. Oh yeah, now I'm able to get scholarly satisfied here for the bonus goal. All right, so now I'm done. I'm finally done because there's nothing else I can do. So now we go back to the preparation H phase. Recruit 1 specialist. So now I can recruit up to level 3 specialists. So let me see if there's anything. So I'm gonna grab one that can do 2 actions. So I'm gonna grab this. This one can dive and pilot. This one can either research or do a journal, and this one can dive. This can do a journal and also do a sonar. I think I'll take the field researcher. Right here. Since he can do sonar, both sonar and journal, if you activate him, god damn. That means we can leave this one with. We don't have to return that activation token. Okay, so we recruited 1. He doesn't have any bonus for the recruitment, and then now we gain 4 activation discs, and then we can grab 4 back. So I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then that's it. And then now we do the activation. So preparation phase is done. Now we're doing the activation phase. Forgot to reveal the 3rd setback here. Did they want 4 setbacks for they did, right? 4 setbacks. Shuffle the setback cards and make a stack of 3 random setbacks of 4 is playing solo. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So the 3rd setback we got is funding shortage. Each player chooses 1. Reduce your lowest attribute by 2. This is pretty nasty. Let's see if this one has a silver lining. Flip the senior specialist to its junior side. Do not gain any immediate bonuses. If there was okay. So I guess we have to choose the first one because we don't have any senior specialists. So we need to. This one doesn't have any silver lining. This is pretty fucked up. Reduce your lowest attribute by 2. So the lowest one for us would be reputation. So we reduce that by 2. 1, 2. Okay, that's not too bad though. All right. Oh, that would have affected our recruitment process. So we always have to make sure that we reveal these before we recruit. They should have put like a. I guess they don't, because it says for solo players. They should have put up here like a little icon just for solo co-op, you know, like maybe like a little card icon to remind people. But anyway, okay, so that's done. So now we get to activate our specialist. See what we can do here, and then this is we have 1 more round after this. So okay. Let's look at our goals and see where we're at with the goals. So maybe that way we can decide what we want to do. Leftover research, I have that in the bag right now. Zones with at least one activation token or a vehicle, I need to have 11 of those. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably going to be out of reach. I can move the vehicles around and see if we can. And then you can choose to up to, right? I mean, whenever you move. Yeah, I mean the maximum distance. Okay, that's all you have to worry about. You can move just one if you want. I mean, we can move two vehicles to two different spots where we don't have any activation token. We can do that, but I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think it's probably out of reach at this point. It might be out of reach at this point. But we can attempt it though. But that means that I have to activate a team leader for the movement and a pilot. So I need to use 2 for just those 2 to move my vehicles around. And I can move 3 spaces and up to the 4th depth. So, and then what else? Okay, so sonar, I need to get 8 plus sonar on the board for me to win this goal. And I think I got that one. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got that down. Okay, so that one's fine. So I was able to satisfy that goal, and that's pretty much set unless there's a setback. It's gonna fuck us up here at the for the final turn. So I got that one in the bag. I got scholarly in the bag. I need 4 of the goals satisfied for me to win this game as a beginner. Journals, I haven't picked up any journals or published any journals, so that's 0. Conservation, I need to have 6 completed conservations. I only have 3, so I can focus on that next. And then synergistic, that one's hard to get. I think right now, it's like I said, we can attempt it, but I don't think it's possible. And then junior specialist, we got that down too. So I think we're good. We got 1, 2, 3. I think we pretty much, I think we won the game, but we're gonna keep going because we got those 3 actually taken care of. And let's see if we can get more. Okay, and then like this board, yeah, forget about this one because we need 20 points. So, all right. See, I mean, that's just from like I'm getting like the bare minimum. Like I can't even, some of these goals seem really far-fetched, and I'm supposed to take care of 4 of them, so I still haven't won the game yet because currently I only have 3 in the bag. Scholarly, dedicated, and what was the other one? Dedicated, scholarly, and I only have 2. And sonar. So I need 1 more. So I actually need 1 more. So playing this on expert, you need to actually be able to get all 7 goals. Can you imagine? How is that even possible? How is that even possible? I guess it is possible. But anyway. Okay. So let's move the vehicles around. We can move the vehicles because we're also trying to do conservation. I'm going to use the ecologist for conservation purposes and not to move the vehicle. So I'm going to use the pilot here. Activate the pilot to move and we can move 4 tiles, and we don't have the 4th level of depth actually unlocked even. So, but let's see, where can we should move where we can get to, maybe if we can get an impact icon token. Yeah, we do that by going to the dying reef, and then over there are also conservation opportunities. If we do that though, then we will lose leftover research. So I guess to compensate for that, we need to dive. So we do have a diver that can at least dive once. Yeah, let's focus on one thing at a time here. So I'm going to move this one, 1, 2, and I get an impact token, and I'll place it down here. So now I get 1 point so far for the impact section here, whatever this is called. What is it? They have a name for it. Everything has kind of like a name for it. I just don't remember what it's called. It is called a impact board. Okay. So I have 1 point for the impact board so far. Horrible. Anyway, but by occupying this space, I get additional activation tokens. So I'm gonna go grab that. And now that we're here, I'm going to go ahead and activate the ecologist to do conservation. Okay. So maybe we should link up these two, because that only takes 2 research points. I think I should do that. Oh, 1 actually requires 0 research points. Now, see, how does that work? Oh, you have to pay. See, I mean, you still have to pay. So I'm going to pay. Yeah, let's take care of that because it has 0. But then, if I take care of that, to link, I need 4. 2. Maybe we can dive with the team leader and the dive. And then we still have to move. Oh, we can dive here. Okay. So I think it's cool. So what I'm gonna do is claim the 0 one over here, and I get 1 reputation to claim that conservation area node. What would you even call it? Conservation action is the action is conservation, but what is that area called? I guess a conservation site. Okay. Now I'm going to pay 4. I paid 1. Oh no, I paid 0 for that because that's 0. I just need an activation token. And then I'm going to pay 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm down to 2. And then another one. I get 1 reputation and 1 impact token. So I'm going to keep going this way, and then it looks like I get a research point for claiming this space. Now I have 2 points on the impact board, but now I have 3 research points. Okay, I can also claim these 2. So let's go ahead and do that. So that way we make sure that we we're able to get the conservation goal fulfill, because it only takes one each, and I can use 2 of these tokens. Let me see. Let's do it one at a time. Let's always do that. Let's just one at a time. So we're going to go ahead and claim that one too. That takes 1 research point, 1 activation token, and I get 1 reputation. So now my reputation is a 7. So now I can recruit for the last round. I can recruit a level 4. And then I get the link bonus, which is coordination. So that bumped us up to getting an actual research token. Not research token. Impact token. So I get 1 more research. You know, leading towards the end here, things are getting a little bit more exciting, and then you're able to activate and gain stuff. But like I said, I hope they're playing this right. And then now, and then I also can get 5 back at the end of the for the during the preparation stage phase. Now I can use 1 more. I can claim all of this, but then I'll be using 2 more of these. Oh, and then I think I have enough to do the 2 dives, so I can get more research points. So let's go ahead and just focus on that then. Fuck it. No, but do I want to? Do I need to? Because I'm pretty much set with conservation. I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm pretty much set with conservation. Maybe we should hold off on that. Unless we want more points or more I get more I get another impact token if I do this. But let's try to plan now. Let me see. I have 4 more activation tokens. I need to replenish my research points. So 2 is going to be just for the dives. Okay? I need to reserve 2 for diving here. Or here. Maybe 1 here, 1 here. You know. Increase the chances of getting a really good research point token. So the question is, yeah, I can't really move right now, because if I move, then my team leader can't do the dive, because I have to use a team leader to move one of the... Yeah, I think we can pretty much say that synergistic is not possible at this point, because there's no way I can whore around the map 5 different tiles and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Might be possible. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just need to make sure that I would leave 2 on 2 different map tiles an activation token, because then I can move. Well, that requires 3 pilots. Oh yeah, I can move my pilots to 3. I can move all 3 ships, because I have 3 people with the ability to move the vehicles. So it might still be possible during the last round. But that requires that I move 1 of the ship now to increase my chance of doing that. Because we have 13 tiles. I think, yeah, no more conservation. We're done with that. Even though we can, we're done with that. We should focus on placing the activation token on every map. Yeah, the journal thing is also impossible. So journal is impossible to do. Synergistic is impossible to do. Junior specialist and conserve, they're both already in the bag. I think sonar is already in the bag. So we just need to make sure that one is. So with the research then, you know what? Let's not stress too much and let's just do the dives. So I'm gonna go ahead and then we'll just keep the access here, I think. No, might as well use it. No, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can only get the 5 back. So maybe hold off on the last 2 here until the very last round, which is the next round. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and dive with the reef diver and the team leader. We're gonna dive here and here. So 4 research points, or let's see, 4 research points, or advance an attribute marker of your choice 1 step. I think we're gonna take the research point so we can, because I think the whole goal here now is just to make sure that we get the research left over to win the game. So let me go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that's already pretty much done. I don't think we need to dive anymore then, because this is pretty much done. I think we need to move. Oh yeah, because yeah, don't pay 2 at the same time, because you might forget and then that you already spent that. So we're just using the diver to dive. I think we might be able to. Yeah, let's use the team leader. We can get 5 back. Let's Ooh, the vessel captain can move twice. And then the deep sea diver can dive twice, so we don't need that. So you know what? Yeah, let's move the ship now, one of the ships, and then do the sonar action. That way, I can see if I can get this synergistic, if it's even possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna activate the team leader. I'm going to move. If we go down here, actually, we get juicier sonars. Like, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and go down here using this. So I'm going to move down 1. We get 1 reputation. And then I'm going to activate the field researcher. And there's a special rule for that tile. Let me see here. What is it called? Vortex. When you sonar at this spot, you may place the depth 3 zone even if there isn't a depth 2. Okay. Yeah, we already know that earlier. We kind of figured that out actually by just how clear the icon for that is. See, I mean, that's great because the icon is very self-explanatory. When you travel away from this zone, consider your technology level to be 1 higher. Wow, that's kind of cool. All right. So, but everything's revealed anyway, and then you get to add to the level 3 depth here. So I'm going to go ahead and use the sonar action right here. So now we're leaving 1 more activation token on a different tile. We're going to check our options here. So I got deep water shark. Oh, that's scary. You know, it's scary, but it doesn't kill you. But that picture is scary. You know, it's a That scares me, you know, it really does scare me. I mean, it's like dark and deep in the ocean, like level 3, 200. It says that 200 to 1,000 meters, this the depth for this third level. And then we also have Rift Valley. Um, we're trying to drop an activation token as many as possible, right? So I think it's important that we choose an area that we can sonar, because that means dropping an activation token. And this one doesn't have an activation token. This is just to dive. This is just a diving expedition. But it looks like whenever you dive, you get a reputation here, because I guess because of the depth and pretty close to the deep water shark. I guess that's the logic probably behind that. But we'll put this back in here, and we're gonna choose this one, and we're gonna place it here. That's fine. Okay. Oh, and before we place it down, we're gonna get the +1 on coordination, and then +1 on ingenuity. Okay. We used up everything. Okay, so that's all done. Now, final round. Let's look at our setback, and it says exhaustion. Oh, this one's gonna fuck us up, I'm sure. Each player returns 1 activation token of their own from a research site of their choice to the staging area. Now, staging area, isn't that's different than... Oh no, staging area is right here. That just messed up our whole plan, because now we need to make sure that we have 1 more conservation before we can get the conserve goal satisfied, because we have 6, just barely 6 different conservation sites. So that really fucked us up. So I'm going to choose this one because we have a ship there. But that means that it takes away our options. You know, it takes away 1 option, because now this lady has to be activated to conserve, even though we didn't plan on doing any more conservation for the last round. So this one really fucked us up. Okay, that's all right. So now recruit 1. I'm gonna recruit the vessel captain. Okay, and the vessel captain can move twice when you activate him, and then we immediately get a ingenuity. And now we get 4 activation tokens. And we get to take 5 back. So see, I mean, I didn't plan on taking this lady's oh no, that's fine. 1 2 3 4 5. We just don't need the sonar operator anymore, because we have a guy who can do 2 things when he's activated. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5. So we grab 5 back. Okay, so that's all done. So this is the final activation phase. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so now I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I actually need 4 more sites to be dumped on using the activation tokens. Not dumped on as in doing something nasty to it. I'm just talking about the activation. We have to use wholesome language here when we play this game, because it's all about conservation and protecting nature and science and all that. So now we have to conserve, though. This lady has to be used to conserve. I could have used her actually to move a ship. Now I can't do that anymore, which is pretty fucked up. It really messed up my plan. Okay, but what we can do, since this guy, we're definitely activating that guy. So we're going to activate that guy so we can move twice. So we're going to, I think what we're going to do is, Yeah, take it to one location, dump the activation token with the sonar, and then go to another location and dump another sonar. If we can even do that. Let me see. Two areas that don't have sonar yet. Or research. Oh, okay. So I think we can move. We'll move over here. And then that's for his first move is to take the ship over there. So let's do that. So I'm going to activate him. So we're going to move. We can move up to 4 spaces and 4 levels deep. But we don't even have the 4th level unlocked. So we're going to move him 1, 2. And then we get the arrival bonus there, which is a 1 reputation. And then we're going to conserve over there. So I'm going to activate her to conserve the ecologist. And I'm going to conserve whatever that's lowest. And then we're going to lose 1. We're going to lose a research point unless there's a 0. No. So what I'm going to do is we also make sure that we need to dive. So we get research points. We're not going to do the journal thing because there's no way to catch up at this point. And I didn't pay attention to the journals. So so the lowest would be either end here, just 1 research point being used. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, and then I like that the player panel here, it looks as if like they're like droplets of water on it. It's just kind of cute. All right, so now we're down to 6. We're going to go ahead, it doesn't matter which one because we get the same thing, which is 1 ingenuity. Because we get 1 ingenuity, we landed on the impact token, and then I'm gonna place it here, and we get 1 more ingenuity. If we're able to push that all the way to the end, then we get more ingenuity, our impact token. Right now for the impact section here, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 points. And we need to get 20 points actually for us to win this goal. So that's not going to happen. Anyway, so now that's his first move. Right now we already dumped an activation token there. So now we're going to move down. So he can move twice. So now we're going to take this ship down here. And then now we're going to... we get the arrival bonus, which is 1 ingenuity. And then we're going to do a sonar over there. So I'm going to activate the sonar guy here, which is the field researcher. He can do both journal and sonar, but journal actually also takes up research points. So we're not, like I said, we're just going to abandon the whole publishing journals stuff because we totally overlooked that from the beginning of the game. So and there's no way to catch up now. We're gonna go ahead and drop an activation token here, and then when you do a sonar for the first time on this map, looks like you don't even get maps revealed. You get 1. Oh, good. So you get 1 more ingenuity, which means it resets. Once it gets to the end, it resets back into the impact token. So I get 1 more. So I'll place it here. So that's 2 points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 6 points so far on the impact area. And then we'll put it here. And then we have 1 research point. Oh, good, good, good. Now that one is taken care of too. So we killed 2 birds with 1 stone with that one. Or we caught 2 fish with 1 hook. Oh no, but that wouldn't be a good thing to say playing this game, because we're not supposed to take anything from the ocean. They made sure that they spelled that out here. It's not about taking anything from the ocean. It's doing research, conservation, what else? Writing journals about the ocean and all that. Only wholesome stuff. We're not fishing. We're not taking away life from the ocean. Even getting anything from the ocean. It says we're just doing research and conserving the ocean. So let's see. So no fishing, no hooks on mouth of no fish. Let's see. Okay, so he can't move anymore. He can only move twice. So now we have 2 more pilots. We don't have to dive anymore. This is the last round. I still have 5 activation tokens. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we win. So what I need to do is we can even just go ahead and just, because I just need to make sure that I have 2 available to move the vehicles around. And what we're going to do is we're going to move the vehicle to a panel that doesn't have any impact token, because for us to win this goal, to satisfy this goal, it says zones with at least 1 impact, 1 activation token. What do they call these? They're called disc, activation discs. So we zones with at least 1 activation disc or 1 vehicle of all players, and we need to actually have 11 of those for us to be able to satisfy this bonus goal. So I think we got it. So but it only requires us to have these 2 tokens to seal the deal. So we can play around with these 3 and see if we can get anything else going on. Like right now here, okay, we can't do any research. We can dive though. We can definitely dive and get more research points, and maybe we can get more impact tokens. We can dive here or here. Let's go ahead and dive. Might as well. So I'm going to go ahead and dive. We just have to pick between this here and there. Because we just got to this area, let's dive there. So it looks like we got 4 research points for that. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. It is the final round. So we're going to choose to keep the research point. Yes. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 10. Because we have that, we activated our ecologists. So this ship is still here. I think we should at least spend 4. Oh yeah, and then we have that 0 one over there. So you know what? Let's do that again, because we've decided to remove that. That's actually a pretty good strategy. If there's a grab 1 research site, grab the one that doesn't require you to reacquire it using research points. The one with 0, research points. So we can just get that one without spending any research point, and then we even get another activation token because we relink that. And then we have 2 more here, and we have 1, 2, we have 4 research points. Let's get this one. It requires 3 research points, so 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we don't have a vehicle there. Hold on, no vehicle over there. Sonar. Oh, let's just get this one because we have a vehicle here. We already activated our sonar person. So let's go ahead and do a sonar here. And you get 1, what you call coordination and 1 research point. So now we have a lot of research points, at 11 now. We can still use, okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and get that one. Not enough to gain the Oh, you know, if I activated this one, actually, it would have been better. Let's just cheat a little bit. You know, it's our first game. Let's cheat a little bit. The plus one is still the same, but instead of choosing that one, I want to choose this one actually, because with that one you get inspiration, and why that's important is because I want to. Oh no, I keep forgetting. There's no vehicle over here right now, so it doesn't even matter. Well, it's okay. We'll just say inspiration, and then this goes back here. Keep forgetting we don't have any. Only places where you have the vehicles. So I just saw the 3 research points and I got too excited because we have too many now. Too many research points. We'll just take that one. So I get 1 impact token and we'll place it here. And then I also get the link bonus here, which is, you know what? Let's cheat again. This is the one I wanted actually. Because the link bonus is a coordinate. Oh no, it's not coordination. So it doesn't even. I am all over the place. It's fine. It's actually reputation. Oh no, and that's good. Now we have another token, another impact token. It's not enough. See, I mean, it's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only have 10 points here on this board. Okay. And then for the last 2 actions, we're going to move the vehicles around to make sure that we land on spots that don't have any activation discs so that we can claim that for synergistic. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the captain, and we're going to use the move command or the travel command for the team leader, and we're going to move, and we can move 5 slots, or 5, so anywhere pretty much. So we'll just move him this one down here, and we get 1. You know what? If somebody can move here, we get 2, 1, 2, and then somebody just needs to move. No, not enough for us to get another activation token. I mean, impact token. It's just not enough. Let's see, 1 and 2. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so we're gonna move this vehicle down here. And then we get 1 coordination, so that resets and goes up here. So we get another activation impact token. And I'm going to claim this one, and I get another activation token, a disc. Now it's just like comboing, and we just have additional stuff that we can do. Yeah. It's gonna stay there though, which is fine. So is there a dive there? No, there's no dive. I guess I didn't know that I was gonna get an additional one. So maybe the last movement here is go to a place where you can dive. Oh no, but we already used that guy already dove once, so you can't dive anymore. And the captain is used up also. So we're going to use this guy, activate the pilot, and he's going to move this ship over here. Move our influence up. And that's it. I can't do anything else. Oh, I can? I guess I can because we have the ecologist activated for this round, we can claim this one and then move this up. Yeah, I mean, seems like there's a lot you can do here the final round, which is pretty cool. So you use 1 research point, but I get 1. See, I mean, I could have. You need to, at your last round, you need to be careful and still strategize and see if you can get more impact tokens. Because I could have probably gotten a couple of more, but I wasn't, I was just not paying attention. And then we also get one inspiration, and then one another activation token. But I think that's it. There's nothing else that I can do at this point. Let me see. Let's just make sure. Oh yeah, I can. I can do another conservation. We have 4 research points that we can spend willy-nilly and still able to get scholarly. So let's yeah, if I planned this right, I would have gotten maybe a couple of more impact tokens. So let that be a lesson to me for future playthrough of this game. And since we spent about an hour just this session, actually, I was saying that I'm gonna do another game after this, but I think we're gonna end it after we're done with this. Because I didn't expect like the last couple of rounds to last like this long. So I am just going to yeah, it would make a difference any one of these. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of that. So that's coordination 1, and then I use 2 research points, and that's it. That's the 7th round. That's it. The game is over. So now, to see if you win the game, you check to see if you're able to get, and since I made the proclamation at the beginning of this game that I'm playing the beginner difficulty. Yeah, I don't know how you can get all 7 goals. Well, I can see it now. If I'm playing this right, I can see how you can get there. You do have to pay attention. Like the last 2 rounds, I haven't been paying attention. Because one, I made a mistake earlier. So I feel like the game's kind of messed up anyway. But I can see the path actually that can take you to accomplishing everything. And I didn't pay attention to the journals at all, actually. But I can see how it's possible. It's tight, but it's possible, I would say. But yeah, let's see if we win the game. So to determine that, you just go through all the goals. First one would be the impact board here. So we tally up our points. You only get points for sections that are colored yellow and orange. None of these over here actually have points attached to them. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I was actually able to get 11 points, more than what I thought I could possibly get, because I didn't know that it would ramp up for the last couple of rounds, because I think by round 5 I kind of gave up on the impact board. I was like, there's no way. There's no way, but there's actually a way. But I didn't complete this goal. Sonar discovery, goal 1, discovery. And for a one player game, I need to get 8 sonar discs in the ocean. Let's see how many I have. So I actually have 1. Let's start from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so easily I was able to get, I actually have 10 sonar discs in the ocean. So that's a yes. And let's mark that actually. We'll just mark it using these. So this one is a yes. Journal, they wanted to, if you're playing solo, you need to have 5 journals published. And I have 0, so. Conservation, I need to have 6 conservation sites. So let's start from the bottom. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I actually have 9, 10. So this is a yes. And I only have to get 6. So that's a yes. Scholarly, leftover research. You need to have 6 plus points of leftover research. And I have 8. So that's a yes as well. So that's already 3. Synergistic, and this is and we have dedicated. I think we have that in the bag too. So synergistic. I need to get 11 tiles. Either the 11 tiles need to have either an activation disc, one activation disc, or a vehicle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I was able to do it. I remember on in round 6, I pretty much gave up on it. But then I was like, no, 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 this is possible. Because we have multiple pilots, this is possible. So that's a yes too. And then dedicated have 5+ junior specialists. I didn't upgrade any of my specialists, so they're all juniors. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7, and it just requires you to have 5. So I was able to complete 4 out of the 7. 4 out of the 6. Where would be the 7th? Hold on. Why did they say 7? All 7 goals. What's 7 goals? Let me just check here. Oh, 3 here, 3 here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah. I actually have 5 out of the 7 goals. So I would have been able to win intermediate as well. So my winning level is intermediate, but I said I was playing beginner. I definitely exceeded that because I was able to get 4. I have 5 for beginner. You only need 4, so my win level is intermediate. So I won. I made a mistake at the very first round where I actually grabbed the second round. Actually, during the first the preparation phase of the second round, I made a mistake where I grabbed every single one of the available activation tokens. So there are 2 activation tokens that I think I don't deserve. And I'm sure that I've made some of the mistakes. But I think that I'm playing the game right because there's some things that's not explained in the book that I just have to kind of just use my understanding, based on the information provided by the book. I haven't checked the developer's website, the publisher's website online and see if they publish a new book or there's a question and answer section. Nothing. So, like I said, I think I'm playing the game right. Yeah, the game's fun though. I'm definitely gonna play it again. I think I'm going to try a different mission, and this is supposed to be like the first mission. The replayability is definitely here because the tile setup. I mean, you get random tiles, and depending on which one you want to unlock, you can go as deep as 5 levels here if you focus on certain things. I'm sure that the deeper you go, the more rewards you get too. So maybe for us to be able to get 7 out of 7, maybe it involves you to try and get deeper into the ocean. So there's definitely a lot with this game going on. I enjoy the game. I just wish that it plays smoother for someone learning the game, because the manual is not written effectively. It's just there's a lot of confusion in the manual, and it's not very thorough at all with the explanation. So, but other than that, I think it's pretty cool. I enjoyed the time that I spent playing the game. So I'm not gonna put it away yet. I'm probably gonna play a couple more. Next one, we're probably still gonna play beginner so that we can focus on just for not too stressed about because I think it's possible for you to get the 7 out of 7, but it's very tight and it seems like if I'm playing this right, I mean, it seems like there's a path to get there. Because at the beginning, with some of my understanding of the game, it seems like it might not be even possible. I was like, I'm scratching my head. How is it possible for you to be able to get to all of these goals? And since the bonus goals, actually, they change every single game because it's randomized. There's a lot of replayability here. I just wish that there are more variations because you only have, I think, a total of 6 of these. So you don't know which ones you're gonna get because you shuffled at the beginning of the game. But and then depending on the mission, of course, you also have different goals presented to you. Yeah, pretty enjoyable. But yeah, later tonight, I'm probably just gonna be playing video games. Done with board games for today because I played this earlier during my treatment management time, and then since I have time now, I just want to finish the game. And I thought that I would be able to start a new game, but that took us about 2 hours. So I guess hour and a half. So no. You can play the game fast. I think the thing is, if you play this game fast, I think it's hard for you to get to like higher level winning. Like if you really want to play this game like intermediate, having 5 goals taken care of, I think it requires you to pay attention. Like I did the last 2 rounds, and that's gonna take some time for you to plan out your moves. To rush the game, I think means that you just play beginner level, and that's still 4 goals. What is the estimated playtime that they have on the box? Let me see. They claim that this game up to 30 minutes per player, but I'm playing solo and it took me. But I'm learning the game, so maybe who knows. So 30 minutes per player. If you're playing with 4 people, they're saying that it's about 2 hours. I can see, I think that that's for mainly for the versus mode, because versus mode you don't have to worry about. You don't get the bonus goals, and when you complete the goals, it's just for bonus points. But I guess then you have to strategize to make sure that you hit those bonus points, bonus objectives. So it's more than 2 hours if you're playing with 4 people, I'm sure. Because you really need to strategize, and then it's probably pretty hectic with 4 people. But then you would have, with 4 people, probably you definitely would have like the whole map, the whole tiles, 5x5 for this particular mission. Definitely set up that way, but it's probably hectic, especially towards the end. How does that work? Everyone with a lot of activation tokens, and that's I think I would be interested to watch like a multiplayer playthrough of this. I'll probably look for that and see how hectic it gets, with more people playing it. All right, I'm gonna stop here for now. I'll be playing this again soon. No Just Dance 2025. This is for a later time.